Um, Good day, guys. Happy New Week to everyone. Okay, and I wish you guys a wonderful trading week. Okay, this is the week today being the 20th of January 2025. The month is going, and the year is also going as well. So I wish you guys all the best this week. I wish you guys especially a profitable trading week to everyone. So this we are going to review the we're going to do a market outlook right now. Okay, from previous week, I've not deleted any markup we had the previous week, so everything is here. Today's I'm going to delete the ones that didn't play out, and also review new ones that have come up. Okay, so I will encourage you to watch this video from the beginning to the end because you're also going to um, have access to trading potentials for the week. Okay, most of people that are taking this weekly market outlook serious, they have gotten some profitable trading opportunity through it. So I encourage you to open up your chart as you're watching the video. Okay, um take notice of the currency pairs that we're reviewing. When you go to the chart, you'll be able to keep tab of it. You monitor them for potential trading setup. Okay, so I trade harmonics pattern with combination of smart money concept. Okay, so whatever strategy you are trading, you should be able to understand how to analyze the market. And also, if you don't have a working age, if you don't have a trading strategy that you're using and you want to learn my own trading strategy, there's a link below this video to sign up to become one of our member. So you can sign up to become one of our member for almost free. The price is as cheap as just free. Okay, so we can't wait to see you on the inside. So let's get this started. Now we're going to start with the ones Ethereum USDT. Unfortunately, this setup didn't play out. This was a setup on the 2 hour time frame. This was supposed to be a sharp pattern, but price get to this level, was able to find support and then all the way up. So right now we don't have anything on Ethereum. Now for Bitcoin we had this sharp pattern that formed during the week, but unfortunately we didn't get any entry and then price shoot all the way up. Then we are expecting I was anticipating to get sharp pattern of 1.13, but you can see what happened there. Price got to 1.13 and then shoot all the way up. Unfortunately, we couldn't even get an entry based on how we take our trade. Using the daily swing RCC entry model, there was no entry. So today we can still play this. We can still play this to be a shark of 1.13. But the issue here is that you have to be very very careful because price have shoot all the way up, crossing the 1.13 line, but it is still within the stop loss zone. Since price have not closed above 1.272, which is a stop loss of shark of 1.13, you can still play this to be a shark of 1.13 trading scenario. So you should be looking for entry within this level. Okay, you should be looking for entry within this level. Now, if you are shorting Bitcoin, be very careful. Like I said, I don't usually short Bitcoin. I wait for retracement to buy. Okay, yes, I wait for retracement to do or to buy. Okay, I wait for retracement to buy. I didn't take this setup. I just marked it out. It was a study trade. I wait for retracement to do what? To buy Bitcoin based on my entry criteria. Okay, now, but if you see opportunity that aligns with you, you can take it. So you can look for sell within this level. Okay, and then if you're targeting for your targeting, we're looking for zero point 0.5 and 0.886. You might easily get zero point 0.5, which is this place. Okay, 0.886. Well, I hope so, but we can actually get zero point 0.5 if it plays out well. Now, last week I told you guys that for Bitcoin, As of that last week, price was around. Let's go to this place. As of that last week, price was around this place. Yes, this was this was on Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. Yes. Okay. Now, price was around here when I did the video. I told you guys that if this support level couldn't hold price, we might see price testing 90K and all that. If you watched last week video, I told you guys about that, and that was exactly what happened. Okay, price tested 90, 89K before shooting all the way all the way up. Okay, so that was what happened. That was what happened last week, and then we are seeing price pushing all the way to this level. So let's see what happens on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, you can play this to be a shark of 1.13, while we anticipate price to tap into this level for us to pick our sell entry. Target 0.5 and 0.886 at this level. So that is that on Bitcoin. Now USD Japanese yen. Unfortunately, this pattern did not complete. This was supposed to be a shark of 0.886. Price got very close to 0.886, and then we got a reversal. Now price is trading below the 15 EMA. If I change this to 50, let's look at where that is. Okay, we are still bullish. Okay, we are seeing price testing this level on the daily time frame, but on the 4-hour time frame, price is clearly below the uh 50-day moving average, which shows that we are bearish on the intraday. Okay, so now unfortunately we couldn't get a trace of this, but we have a key level here, which is the weekly key level that price reacted off from. Okay, but I was expecting price to push all the way up to actually fill this imbalance and then react from 0.8 basis, but unfortunately we didn't actually get that. So no trade was executed on this US Japanese. For now, there is no trading opportunity except price probably with this same momentum push all the way up, test this level, feed this inefficiency, and give us an entry. For now, we don't have anything on US Japanese yen. Now USD CHF, you can see we have a pending sell limit order above this level. But unfortunately, the way I'm looking at it, it seems that price may not really target to that level. But I love the way price is maintaining this trend, this support trend line. Okay, okay. So I love the way price is maintaining this support or trend line. But let's see what happens. Now I was anticipating that price will react from this 1.13 now. If I put my fib level from here to this point, you can see that 1.13 is at this level, okay? But now you can see that this is 1.13 here, which is the shark of 1.13, but you can see that this is 1 point what 1.272. Now it is still within the stop loss zone, and you can see that we have a valid what sell um we have a valid um entry around here. Okay, so what you can do is you can actually play um because now we had all of this that is happening here. So what you can do now is to pick your entry from this level, and then your stop loss could be around here. Okay, your stop loss could be around here because of the fact that price is okay. Let me see. Okay, so let's just wait it out. There's no need to be in a rush. Let's wait it out. Let's see what price need to if price doesn't come to this level and then fall from here, starts to fall from here. Okay, it's a missed opportunity. We just want price to tap into this level. This is a valid entry we have here on USD CHF. Okay, so still within the stop loss zone for 1.13 shark. Okay, So let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. So probably before the New York session, we might see price pushing all the way up. And today being the inauguration of President Trump in the US, I don't really know if it's going to have a significant impact in the market because if you look at the what I'm saying so is because if you look at the calendar, the forest, the calendar for the week, it was not actually identified as an important event in the economic calendar. Okay, I know during the election it was identified as an economic event. You saw a US election during that time as an economic event, but this inauguration is not identified as an economic what event. So I don't know if investors and economists are gonna react to that. Okay, just a normal inauguration. I don't know if they're gonna react to that. Probably may say something that might trigger volatility in the market. But for now, this is what we're looking at. So this is the setup we have for USD Japanese yen. Okay, this is setup we have for USD Japanese yen. So let's see what happens. And like I said, I like the way price is projecting. I like the way it's maintaining the momentum. So let's see how it pushes up, maintaining this support trend line to this what level. So this is it on USD Japanese yen. Now GDP JPY, this is a value setup and it could actually be an instant entry. Okay, for those of you that are watching right now, it could be I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but if you're taking this trade, your stop loss should be within this level. Yes. So if price continue to push all the way down, your price continue to push all the way down to this point, then it is a valid what loss. So that's where your stop loss is gonna be. Even though you didn't take your entry from this place, you're gonna have a fat large stop loss level to accommodate for price fluctuation. That's what I always tell people. Always accommodate for price fluctuations, probably within this level. Because price is gonna fluctuate most of the time before moving up. And you know that you're capitalizing on the bigger move. So you don't have business with one minute time frame and all that. So this is should be your setup. Okay, your target of course is always gonna be 0. What? 0.618. You could push it to 0.80 based on price volatility. Okay, so that is what you should be looking at for. Okay, now that is that on GDP JPY. So this is a valid setup and price is playing out well and price is reacting and everything is looking out well. So that's that on Euro JPY. We had this pending bat pattern. Let me look at that. I think I marked it out. We had this pending bat pattern on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, but let's see how that goes because now we are seeing a couple of lower high, lower low. Price is making a couple of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, let's see how this we play out. Okay, let's see how this will play out. Let's see how this will play out. Okay, let's see how it will play out. But we still within this we are still within this resistant trend line. We are still within that resistant trend line. So let's see how this plays out. Okay, GDP card it's moving out, it's moving fine. So if price get to this even though this is not a valid order block, be very careful. This is not a valid order block. It's not a valid order block. I don't know how you trade, but this is not a valid order block. The only thing, in fact, this is not even a valid, it's not a valid anything. It's not a valid anything. It's not a valid inefficiency. It's not a valid order block. Why? Because this candle, this bullish candle, did not close above. We did not have a wick above here to make this valid. So, how do you mean we have something like this on this candle? We have something like this. Then we can say that, oh, this is a valid what order block. So if you're looking to sell from here, this could actually trigger a warning sign, except probably you want to refine on the lower time frame. Even on the lower time frame, nothing is valid. It's not valid. It's not valid. You can see that this bullish candle did not close above this bearish candle. to make that valid. Look at what I'm talking about here. You can see we have this is a valid order block. Okay, because this candle closed above this small bearish candle before this bullish candle before this bearish move to the downside. So this what makes this a valid one. This also a valid order block because of what? You can see that this bearish candle has a wick above, making this a valid what? A valid buy to sell. Okay, making it a valid what? Buy to sell. You can see this one also here, a valid what? A valid buy to sell. Sorry, I'm digressing a little bit, but it's always good to provide enough education when I'm making this type of videos. Okay, so for GDP card, trade is playing out well. The trade is playing out well. So we almost halfway through 0.382. So right now you can move your stop loss to break even if you're on this trade. You can even take partial profit as well. So profit is very important also. So while we wait for 0.382 and all that, and we also have card CPI coming up by tomorrow. So price might actually consolidate within this level, might have some consolidation or whatsoever, or might even have some push up. Probably price might even push all the way up and consolidate here to capitalize on the CPI. Probably CPI might come out favoring this CAD, which is card, and we'll have a sell off to the downside. Okay, so we might also have this consolidation happening within this level. I'll have a sell off probably from this level. But if this is a key level, if this is a it's not a valid key. So let's see what happens. So for GDP card, trade is playing out well. So there is no need to fidget, there's no need to panic or whatsoever. We have a couple of bullish candles from the daily, a lot of bullish momentum coming from the daily time frame. We have a lot of rejection on the below. So valid key level, valid pattern, and trade is moving on well. There's no need to fidget. You just have to be patient. Like I said, be patient and then follow your strategy and we'll be fine. Now for gold, now we're having issue on gold. Now, why I'm saying that is because gold is maintaining this support trend line. Yes, gold is maintaining this support trend line. So yes, we have a valid sell, a valid pattern, a valid key level of a bad pattern which came up from last week. Yes, we had this pattern last week and it started playing out around Thursday last week. That's when it started playing out. We had an entry and then price is kind of maintaining this this trend line is kind of being maintained. Okay, so this key level, this support trend line is actually being respected. So let's see what happens with gold. But right now, trading is a probability thing. There's no need for you to panic or do anything. If you're actually in the trade, you can actually wait it out. You can as well, if price decide to return back to this entry, okay, you might look for entry as well within this level because right now we have this unmitigated order block. Okay, so if you are not taking your entry, you might also wait for price to push all the way up. If price decide to keep pushing with this momentum and then push all the way up to tap into this order block, it's actually a valid sell entry. Then also you can as well see that we also have this order block here, but I won't like to. This might actually be an induced entry. Might take you out and tap into this order block. So be very careful also as you are actually playing out. So the optimal entry is always at the extreme. Anything within here is a liquidity. So I always avoid entry within this level. That is why I was telling you guys on the USDCHF trade. Okay, I think yeah, yes. Please avoid anything around here. It's liquidity. Extreme should always be your entry. Extreme, if it's not extreme, let it be a mid trade. Okay, so that is that about that. Now USDC, US oil. For US oil, we had valid entry on the before on Friday. That was when this played out. On Friday, as market is about to close, that was when this entry started to play out. You can see that this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That was when this started to play out. We have an alternate bar. Before initially it was a shark pattern. If you watched last week video, it was actually a shark pattern that we are anticipating. Yeah, we anticipating a sharp pattern of 1.13. Okay. Is it shark? Yes, it was shark. Yeah, it was shark pattern or so. I don't know. No, sorry, it's not shark pattern. It was a bat pattern. Okay, it was a bat pattern. We'll be anticipating a bat pattern around here. Yes. That was on Friday when I reviewed the video. We was anticipating this bat pattern to play out. But unfortunately we have a push to the upside. We didn't even have an entry to capitalize on. There was no entry, there was nothing. Price was bullish and we had all the way up to this point. So this is where we had an entry. When our entry here, we had an entry for this trade around this place. We're able to get a valid entry and price tap into that, and then we are seeing push to the downside. So for now, yes, price is trading below the 50-day moving average on the 2 hour time frame, but on the 4 hour time frame, price is still bullish. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. I'm still bullish on US oil, but unfortunately, if we have a valid pattern, why not? Yes, we just have to allow price to do what it wants to do. Okay. We have had amazing trading opportunity in the past on US oil, even for sell and for buy. Most of them have actually I've actually hide most of them. So I've actually hide most of them. I've actually hide most. Can see we have other patterns as well. So I've been able to hide most of them because after the trade I usually hide them. So what an amazing opportunity on US oil. So if we had a pattern and all that, just leave sentiments aside. Just trade what you're seeing. So right now we're anticipating 0.382. We're anticipating 0.382 and 0.61 in final target. So if we get to this point, then we're halfway through 0.382. Good point to actually move stop loss to break even and all that. For now, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. You just risk. You just have to accept it. Okay. So now, NAS 100. Unfortunately, we didn't. This pattern didn't play out. Yes, I was actually anticipating this deep crab to play out. That was last week, but price was able to find support around this level, around 20,600 and 20,562. Price was able to find support and push all the way up. Right now, we are anticipating this. This should be a 2 hour setup. So I'm going to delete this one since this didn't play out. I'm going to delete that. Right now, looking at this. We are looking at this bat pattern. This is a bat of 0.886. Yes. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yes, this is a valid order block as well. This is a valid order block also, which price I've actually tapped into, but I still want price to take 0.886. Yes. So we have a valid key level as well. Very valid key level on the daily time frame. On the weekly, we don't have anything on the weekly, but on the daily, we have a valid key level of resistance up there. So we are just anticipating price to tap into. I really want price to text that 0.886, and then after that, we wait for entry. If you don't see entry signal, it's a missed opportunity. But if you see an entry signal, we take our trade. So that is that on NAS 100. Now on GDP CHF, I was also anticipating to I was anticipating this crap pattern to hold. This is a crap pattern. I was anticipating it to hold, but now with what price is actually doing, we may not see price testing 1.618 or this key level at the weekly key level. But there is no need to give up. There's still room for this to play out. There's still room for this to play out. Let's see what happens. But if you get a push to the upside, probably get a push like this, then this becomes an invalid setup just as that of NAS 100 as well. So but for now, Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's see what happens on this trade. So you can just keep watch of that. Euro USD, I don't have any opportunity on Euro USD. Okay, this has been a strong bearish move to the downside. I don't have any trading opportunity right here. So this is actually from the movement of price. If price decide to test this key level, then we might start looking out for a very strong reversal to the upside. Even at this point in time, we're also anticipating a strong reversal to the downside. But if you look at the weekly time frame, you can see that on the weekly, this was a very good indecision candle, meaning that price was refusing to go down, same time refusing to do what to go up. So whenever this kind of candle shows up either on the weekly or on the daily and follow up with a daily candle close, for instance, so if you see a bullish candle close today, and you can see that this is also a valid morning star candlestick formation as well. So if you see a very bullish candle close today, structure wise we are still bearish, of course, yes. Structure wise we are still bearish. If the price takes out this high on the daily, which is 1.0434, then we might start looking for a bullish opportunity. Right now, all you have to do is to go down to the lower time frame, say 30 minutes time frame, and look out for a bearish harmonic setup. But for now, I don't see anyone at the moment. I don't see anyone at the moment. So there is no one at the moment I can see. There is no one I can see at the moment. So um that is that on Euro USD. Euro USD, no trading opportunity. So for to save us time, I'm going to focus more on the ones that have the USD card. Was a beautiful opportunity last week on the 1 hour time frame. This bat played out. I told most of the guys that yes, this was an entry for most people, but when I was doing that video on Monday, yes, when I was doing the video on Monday, price have already dropped. So I told them that they should wait for the candle close. Now this was the second entry on the next day for those that caught this entry. Congratulations. If you missed out, there's no need to worry. There's no need to worry. And if you look at this level also, this was supposed to play out as a what do you call it? It was supposed to play out as a sharp pattern. Okay, so then you looking at this, but I didn't mark it out because I was actually busy with other stuff, so I didn't mark out this. Didn't mark it out, but it was supposed to be a sharp pattern, a valid one at this key level. But I think this is not a key level, it's not optimal trading opportunity for me. Okay, it's not optimal trading opportunity for me. So right now on the on USD card, if you look at this stuff right now, just as with gold, let's see what price we do. Let's see what price we do. Okay, let's see what price we can just mark this out. This is supposed to be a valid sharp pattern, so I have a sharp pattern here. Okay, but now since price have traded above 1.13, this what makes this pattern invalid. I don't really like to see for me for a sharp pattern of 1.13, I don't usually like to see price pushing above 1.13. Okay, I don't really like to see price doing that. And also, if you look at the weekly time frame, you can see that we've almost touched all the weekly key levels within this zone since 2008. Since 2008. Okay, and since this is FSCM, we have access to larger data. Okay, now so we also have key levels here on the weekly, which price is here to, you know, push back to. Okay, so let's see what happens here on USD card. Okay, because we also have card CPI coming out today. So let's see what happens, and then you can see that we have a couple of rejections on the weekly time frame. A very strong rejection below of last week, and this bullish candle. Okay, so this means that we might see price testing 1.4611, strong bullish. So that is why I'm saying that bearish shark pattern there will not really hold. So for now, we don't have any trading opportunity right there on this guy. Okay, there is no trading opportunity. The only thing we might actually have, let me hide this. The only thing we might have is deep crab. If I look at this high, this low, 0.886. Okay, and from this point to this point, we'll have 0.786. Good. So we might look out for a deep crab. Okay, we might look out for a deep crab, which I'm not really sure if it will hold. We also need to wait for confirmation. Yes, that is the most important thing. We have to wait for what? For confirmation. So we might see price, giving us this type of pattern because we have a key level that is closer to 1 point what? 1.618. So let's see what happens. So this is for me is the ultimate entry or is the ultimate pattern I have for USD card. Okay, so this is actually a deep crab. So I'm gonna note that out. So we're gonna see how price will develop this week. So this is a deep crab. Okay, so AED USD, we actually had this crab pattern that's or we're looking out for. That was last week, but unfortunately that didn't hold. So I'm going to delete this setup. So I've removed this setup. Fortunately, we didn't actually get that. So right now we don't have anything on AED USD. Now GDP USD, for this we actually have this valid, is it a Nesta? Okay, shark pattern, yes. We have this valid shark pattern on the daily time frame. Now, whenever I see patterns on like this on a daily time frame, if the C to D leg is impulsive, sometimes I usually take the trade. But if it's not impulsive, I always skip it because of so much structure in between C to D leg. C to D leg is this C to D. Okay, if it's impulsive, sometimes I usually take it. Now, for this trading opportunity right here, if you look at A to D, you can see that this actually the 1.618 is here and the 1.902 is this place. Okay, so some people might say, oh, this is, I can't play this to be a sharp pattern and all that. But if you look at this high and then you look at this place, this is what exactly 1.618. Okay, now if you look at this point, let's see if we can get 3.618 to this point, or let's add 2.618, 3.14. Good, that is 3.14 right there, which is still valid as an extension movement. Okay, now but the most important measurement is the S to C measurement. That is the most important measurement. You can see that that comes around to what? 1.13. So we might actually push this guy to this point because of the fact that the X to A of the sharp pattern is not required. Now, you may not really understand what I'm talking about if you're not a member of our students. So that is why there is opportunity for you to join us right now to be able to enjoy whatever we are discussing here. But technical wise, if your technical age is good, you can as well follow up what we are doing. Okay. So this is the pattern we are looking for. We have on the daily time frame in regards to um GU. Okay, and then we'll have our stop loss on this level. Okay, so this is all we have for GU right here. This is all we have for GU. Now for entry, if you push this to this point, you can see that we have had a couple of rejections here. On Monday we had rejection, on Tuesday we had rejection, on Wednesday we had rejection, on Thursday we had rejection, then on Friday we had this bearish push to the downside. Okay, so if you are trying to sell, GU right here, I will suggest you wait for price to push all the way to this point because we'll have this inefficiency here. Price might actually come to mitigate and we'll have this stuff. So right here, this entry is valid. Okay, yes, this entry is valid for this sharp pattern. Entry is valid. It's 100% valid. Okay, yes, it's 100% what valid. So for your targets, of course, you can know that target may not really be, if you still want to target 0.382, it's still fine, because if you look at this whole stuff, let's go to the daily time frame. You can see that your 0.382 will come around this level. Let's look at that. Okay, we almost halfway through. We're almost done with this section. Yes, you see, that's where 0.382 comes, which is your TP1. So your first take profit level is 0.382, which comes around here. You can see from this point, from the way price is projecting to it's going to take 26th of, if price decide to push this way, then we look at next month, 2nd of, we're looking at third, second, depending on how price push. So, but this is going to be a very strong swing trade. But we'll have this valid order block here as well. So it's a very good level for you to take partial profit, move stop loss to break even, and let's see how price plays out. So for now, price needs liquidity to keep pushing down or to keep moving up. So for, and that liquidity, it has to push all the way up to be able to get that liquidity to keep pushing down, or to even have a breakout to the upside. So we just have to leave emotions, leave sentiment, and focus on what is going on the chart. Okay, so AUD card, beautiful through this situation right here on the daily time frame. We had this bad pattern that I also reviewed. This bad pattern last week. Price was around here last week when I reviewed that bad pattern. So if you capitalize on this trade, you have made so much profit already on this particular trade right here. Okay, so this is AUD card and it's actually moving on well. So like you can see that price is breaking out of this minor resistance trend line, and we're having this couple of bullish candle on the daily time frame to the upside. So we have this valid order block here, which actually um, coincides with 0.382, our first day profit level. So if price get to this level, they might actually consider taking full or partial profit and moving stop loss to break even. Euro NZD. Unfortunately, this trading opportunity is not playing out well. Okay, it's not playing out well. We have a lot of consolidation within this level. So just as it is, you just have to wait it out. Yes. If you've taken your trade, of course, there is no need to panic or anything. Your stop loss is above this level. You took your entry within this level. You just have to wait it out. If price decides to take you out, then it's fine. But as long as it takes, price will never ever remain here forever. It's definitely going to move. So why are you in a haste? Just have to wait it out. Let's see what happens. So for now, we still have this valid sharp pattern. And on top of that, we also have this valid A because CD pattern. Occurring at the same level, we have a key level valid weekly key level right there. Okay. Then on the daily time frame, we also have we don't really have such much thing, just that we have this other block which has also been mitigated and actually served as our entry. So for now, nothing to do on Euro NZD than to wait. Just have to wait. CHF Japanese yen. For CHF Japanese yen, we had we have a setup. Yes, we have a setup just as with Euro JPY. Just as with Euro JPY, I think they have this kind of correlation. Yes, just as with Euro JPY, we also have this valid setup that is we are still waiting for you to play out, which is this. For instance, this is a bad pattern. Euro JPY is also a bad pattern as well. So I think we have a kind of correlation between them. I might actually move this guy up so that to have both of them on that level. Okay, so for a provided that we maintain this resistant trend line, provided that this resistant trend line is being maintained, we might see price pushing all the way down. So let's see what happens on this guy. CAC a very amazing trading opportunity here on CAC Price have at this point in time tested the 0.382, which is our first take profit level. So at this point in time, you are actually advised to take full or partial profit, move your stop loss to break even while we anticipate 0. While we anticipate 0.38, 0.618 to our final target to be actually to be tested. Okay, so right now everything is moving clean. Price already trading below the 50-day moving average, which shows that we have a bearish momentum to the downside. Okay, so and now probably price is ready to take out all these lows as liquidity. Then if that is the case, we might even see price testing 0.8. So if you are holding on to Euro CAC CHF, keep holding. Um, like I said, I don't really like if my entry is not here and my entry is not here, I don't I cannot encourage you now to look for sell opportunity on CAC CHF because where are you going to place your stop loss? That's not my style of trading. I believe that anything that is happening inside here is liquidity build. Anything that is happening inside here is liquidity build. Price might decide to go up just as in Euro NZD, might decide to go down. So if you're catching your entry inside here, you are going to be used as liquidity most times. So optimal entry is always at the high or at the low. Anything in between, I'm off. Uh, I will sit it out. Count me off. I'm not interested. So if I can't get in at this high for my sell, if I can't get in at this low for my buy, I'm off. Anything happening here is not my business. Except there is a valid bearish harmonic setup on the lower time frame I can capitalize on for proper stop loss placement on that. So apart from that, I don't have any business at all taking entry on those places. So I'm off. So I cannot encourage you to look for sell because I don't even have anyone to give to you. Sorry about that, but I don't have. Okay. So for now, we've achieved first take profit level. We're also anticipating final take profit level of 0.6182 to actually happen. So let's see what happens on that. Okay. Same thing with ADCHF. For ADCHF, we've gotten 0.382. Now stop loss have moved to break even. Price decide to comes back here. You take your you exit the trade. Now we have a valid bat pattern on the 4 hour time frame. Price have tagged into our entry. Entry has been made. Okay, entry has been made around here. But then we have this couple of consolidation that price is actually doing. I don't know if we have any news on CHF this week. We don't have any news on CHF. Do you have any news on AED this week? We don't have any news on AED this week. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what happens. For right now, we wait for price to either go back to break even or go down to 0.618 for a final take profit level. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of this weekly market outlook. So, within the week, by Thursday or Friday of this week, we are going to review again these setups to know the ones that played out and the ones that didn't play out. So that is how we're gonna be doing it this year. It's gonna be a weekly market review, trading potentials and signals that are gonna come out from this trading review. And I wish you guys all the best. And I pray that, and I hope and wish you guys that any of these trading situations are gonna play out in your favor. And I also hope my hope for you is that if you capitalize on any of these trading situations or trading opportunities, you are going to make profit from them. So I wish you guys all the best and I wish you guys a wonderful and amazing trading opportunity this week. And this will be all for now. Love you guys. Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I'll encourage you to subscribe. You can as well share this channel with your friends so that they can as well benefit from what you're also benefiting from. Okay, like and subscribe to my channel. Help the channel to grow. And as you do that, you will also be a member. You will also be remembered in your effort. Okay, and in one way or the other, God will reward you. Okay, and you also have amazing opportunity in your training career. So I wish you guys all the best, and this will be all for now. See you guys within the week, and love you guys, and bye for now.